All right. Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast 24/7 Sports News, live interviews, mania coverage. I do MMA, boxing, IKF, kickboxing. I'm here alongside me with my co host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz. What's up, everybody? All right. I'm going to give a shout out to my sponsors, JB Handy Pro LLC Services, DD and Bates. Just remember, guys, listen for the passcode tonight on
Okay.
both my shows. And you guys got to listen carefully. I'm going to give out a passcode. And you guys can win a shirt and some baits from D&D Baits. And also, I'd like to announce my other sponsor, Quick Bitchin'. Go to the website at www.quickbitchin.com. You will see the link on my show when you're watching live. If you can't see it, let me know. I'll send you the link for you. You get 15% off at the end of your checkout. They have gloves, they have masks, they have shorts, they have women's wear, they even got sandals for you when you go to the beach. So check them out. Let's get rolling. All right, Anthony Cruz. Our first guest tonight is going to be Rick Caruso.
Rick.
Yep.
Rick Caruso. Okay.
Yeah, so he's been bare knuckle fighter. I think he's had like 3 or 4 fights already. He's
Right.
fought what I can't remember the guy's name. Adele, is that his name?
Right.
Let me
Did
get
he
him
win
on. He
that
can
fight?
tell us more about it.
Yeah. Let's bring him in.
Let's see if I. Yeah, I'm running a little late. Apologize about that, guys.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so how's your weekend been?
Good, man. Good. Still, working on the gym, buying more equipment, and try to settle, change the gym a little bit. Where goes what. You know what I'm saying? Try to make the best out of the space we have because it's not a big spot, so we try to
Yeah.
maximize our space.
Well, Rick's right here on the screen. Let me get him in. Can you hear me, Rick? All right, I see you got big ears like me, buddy. I got my big ears. You won't be able to see me. For some reason, the Be live stream only lets me see you two. You guys see each other. You won't be able to see me. But yeah, I got big ears on mine too. So, how you doing
Gotcha.
today?
Another day in paradise. It's hot.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is hot. It is hot, Rick. It is hot. You're not playing.
Yeah,
all
been
right,
working
guys.
on the
Welcome,
roof all
Rick.
day.
Welcome, Rick,
Oh
to my
yeah. Oh,
show.
you do that on the side?
Yeah, well, I've got my own construction company. So
Ah, nice.
Where,
That's tough, especially days like this.
yeah, I'd rather be inside.
where you based? Where you
We-
based at, man?
I'm sorry.
Where you located at?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. So you getting all
Yeah.
that rain out there right now?
Nah, man, I didn't even get hit with the rain today. My house did, but I was on the other side of town and we didn't get no rain. We just got to hear the thunder.
Oof.
Uh, oh. So
The-
give us a little detail about your how your career started and where it got you today.
All right. Long story short, I wrestled in high school in North Carolina. I moved to West Virginia. My grandmother got sick. She needed somebody to stay with her and cook for her. She was on dialysis and stuff, so I moved up this way. I started working at a a little restaurant they call McAdoo's or Mikado's, something like that. I just had to make a dollar, and some goofball there signed me up for what's called the Rough and Rowdy here. It's like a tough man contest, and
Okay.
he thought it was gonna be funny, like I wasn't gonna show up, and then they could make fun of me at work or something. But I went in and won the damn thing. So and then me and Dude became best friends. I trained for my first cage fight in my grandma's backyard on a queen size quilt blanket, and I that was we went up from there. I ended up amassing a total combat sport record in AMI at 19-5. And then I went pro, doing cage fights. Didn't do
Good.
too great. Didn't do too great there, but found boxing. Man, I love boxing. I'm a 3-1 as a pro boxer, 1-1 as a kickboxer, and then bare knuckle came along, and yeah, those guys right there. Nate
Wow.
Shook hit me up. Nate Shook hit me up. Well, shoot, no, he didn't hit me up. I hit him up. BKFC won. I aggravated the piss out of that man to get on. I went to the first tryouts they had in Philly in March of 2019. I had the highest punching power of a 35er there. I think I hit at like 1,197 pounds per square inch.
Wow.
But then I kept getting ready, kept trying to get fights. Fights up here, kept backing out. It's real hard to keep the fight scene going up this way. Kept getting backouts and backouts. So then, like October 2019, it was probably like October 7th, October 10th, somewhere in there. I was on a roof again working, and Shook called me and was like, "Hey, what's your weight?" I was like, "If I'm fighting for you on the 19th, it doesn't matter what my weight is." And that was the end. Made a 33-pound weight cut, and I lost to Abby in the second round, but got a 3-fight contract, put on a show. Everybody was happy with it. So now we back. Was supposed to fight April 11th, and then COVID hit. So now we're supposed to be fighting June 26th.
So
wow, that's a great story, man.
So tell us about. I'm not sure when you had a fight with. I can't really pronounce his name that well. It's Adele. You fought back. So tell us about
Abdiel Velasquez.
Yeah, that's it. So give us a little detail about that matchup. I've watched it. Was that your first fight you had in bare knuckle?
Yeah, that was my first bare knuckle fight. Like I said, I took it on like 10, 14 days notice, somewhere in there. And like 3 years before that, I actually sponsored Abby. I was one of his sponsors when I managed the Your Fight clothing company. So it was kind of cool to come full circle. The fight though, Abby actually scored the fastest knockdown in BKFC history. When the bell rang, he set me down on my butt. I don't even remember it. The shock factor was different, but it was cool, man. It was really fun. It wasn't what I expected, but now I know what to expect, and we've been training for it since October. So it'll be a little different outcome next time. Well, a lot different outcome next time.
I like the attitude. I like that. Well, hey, you live and learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we fighters do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it's not about going down. It's about getting up and learning from it.
Yep. I called him after the fight. I said, Abby, why you hit me? Why you gotta do me like that, man? The people from my church was watching. He said, Rick, I was walking out, man. You look like you was ready to kill me, so kill or be killed. I had to do it first.
That's great.
Yeah, now
that's how it is.
Speaking of Abby, he actually just had an emergency surgery a couple of days ago. He suffered an injury in training and had to pull from his fight. So prayers for speedy recovery, man.
Prayers for him, man. Get better.
So I know you can't announce any of your fights right now on June 26th. I'm hoping that he will have.
Actually, I've signed the contract. I hadn't seen anything come out, so I'm fighting Travis Thompson June 26th.
Ooh. That should be good.
With him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that should be a good one. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's gonna be a scrap. We actually crossed. We were in the same locker room, BKFC 8, when I fought Abby, and we were cool and cordial then. We crossed paths on another podcast, Bare Knuckle Brews, a couple weeks ago, and he wasn't real cordial with me. I don't think he could hear what I was saying to start with, so I think he thinks I was talking crap. But I ended up talking crap because dude said he was gonna knock me out, stand over me, and spit in my face.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No, it wasn't real cool. But it's all business. I know what it is. We gotta sell a fight to make it happen. But as far as I'm concerned, we can just scrap it out for 5 rounds and then have a beer or something afterwards.
Hey, that's sportsmanship. I like that. I like the attitude. That's where to go. You know what I'm saying?
I've never fought somebody. I've fought a few people that I didn't like. Like we had words before it and everything, but I've never fought anybody that we didn't shake hands and have a decent conversation and be cordial with each other afterwards. So
Right. Right.
we'll have a
No,
beer
because
or something later.
Right.
yeah, yeah. And at the end of the day, we are professional athletes. You know, okay? We're not street thugs. We're not in a time of war. That we go there and kill each other and hate on each other. Listen, we're professional athletes. And I know sometimes you have to, hype it up and make the most out of it. But even with that, there's a limit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're still professional fighters.
Yep. And there's just, you don't tell a man you gonna spit in his face. That's how messed up.
Yeah. That's going a
Yeah.
little too far.
So,
I would go.
well,
I would
how's
go
your
crazy. I said, you know what? I'll go crazy. I said, you know what?
Oh, I did.
Screw bare knuckle. We can fight right here, right now.
Oh, I did. I told him I paid for his plane ticket to come to my house. I gave him my address.
It's like, you know what? We could televise it from my house. You know what
Yep. I ain't even got to get paid for it.
I'm saying? That's awesome.
so give me an idea how you're from your last fight until coming up next is how your training been going, how you've been nutrition your body,
All
uh,
right.
just a basic.
Uh, Simple rundown. I felt in the October fight that I was prepared for the fight. But again, the shock factor, not knowing how bare knuckle was going to feel, and not knowing the shortness of the rounds, starting off so close to each other. The and in BKFC, you actually don't wait for the bell. The bell keeper can be a half a second off, but when that ref says knuckle up, you fight. So
Yep.
you don't even wait for the bell. When as soon as the words knuckle up come out his mouth, you hit each other, and
Wow.
you go from there. But like I said, I felt like I was prepared for the fight, but I didn't have the conditioning and the cardio I needed. So of course
Mm,
we've been killing that. Going from 3 minutes and being able to sit back, 3 minute rounds and be able to sit back and get used to it, pick your punches and play like that. That's boxing, and that's what I was expecting. But you go to two
right.
minute rounds, man. We're putting the output that we put out in 3 and 5 minutes in 2 minutes. There's no time to sit back
Right.
and figure out your opponent. You knuckle up and throw down. But
Right.
since then, I've been, I've got my own business. I've got to get up in the mornings and go to work, but I'm getting up an hour earlier, going to one gym, catching my strength and cardio training there and conditioning there. And then after work, I teach it. I teach the youth boxing at my gym. And then we also get in work. I take my lunches for sparring breaks at the gym. We get in the evenings. I'm not, I hit the gym at 6 in the evening, teach. Then I'm not coming home till 10, 11 at night. We're just getting ready for it. Not, I feel like we've had a few people from the city I'm in make it big and go big places, but nobody's doing it right now. So I feel like when I hit
Right.
that square circle, I got the city on my back, and I can't let them
Nice.
down again. So
Yeah. No, that's awesome. But I mean, I guess I understand where you're coming from because that's the same thing happened to me when I was coming from a kickboxing champion to do MMA, going from 3 minutes doing 5 minute rounds. I thought I should be in condition for it. So I'm like, yeah, I could do this. To find out, it was a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? The
oh
whole
yeah,
different training, the whole different environment. And I thought I was ready. And I'm like, whoa, I got to reschedule and restructure my whole training
yep,
for this because it's different. It's not kickboxing. Just like what you did with a
no,
boxing slash bare knuckle. It's you don't know what to expect because it's so different. But once you experience, you're like, well, I guess this is what I need, this is
yep,
what I don't need. Because
yep.
I mean,
That's
how you know if you never done it before?
right. And being a professional, that's what we do. We fix
Adjust.
fix the issues and adjust and
That's right.
overcome,
That's
adapt to the
right.
situation.
That's right. That's
So
right.
we've
That's
we've
right.
made the training adjustments. I got a couple of places, a couple of different people that have wanted to get some sparring and stuff and everything in. So it's been real nice to get different looks. You guys
Yeah.
actually had Brian Maxwell on last week.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
I go down to Roanoke and train with him, and he comes to
Nice.
to Princeton and trains with us, and so does his crew. And we try to mix it up as much as we can and get all the different looks we can get and still
Got
have
to.
fun with it, man. It's just still
Got to.
fun.
Yeah, got to. Because what I mean. That's what happened when I was starting doing MMA. I was with a buddy of mine who ran his gym in the Bronx, and after a while, it became boring, became stale because it was the same guys all the time. I was not getting no mixed,
Yep.
opponents. So it was after a while, his strength, his weaknesses. So it was not really a challenge. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was good. I was like, you know what? I need to travel. I need to open myself to go to different gyms and get my butt beat by other guys who are, better than me or worse than me or
Yep.
stronger than me or different than these guys. So for me to get more experience, and that's how I did it. When I went to Hensel Gracie in New York, I mean, every day you can never get bored in that gym because every day
No.
you never see the same people twice. There's always
Yep.
people from different schools going there, guys, girls, tall, short. I mean, like, wow, this is what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that
I
took me
don't
to
ever
that,
want
that
to
took me
be
to
the
another
best in a
level.
room. I
Yeah,
don't I
yeah,
don't ever
yeah.
want to be the best in a room. If I'm the
No,
best, I
no,
can't get
no.
better. So,
No, you're gonna stale. I mean, you're gonna plateau because if you're gonna be the top guy in your gym, kicking everybody's butt after a while, or not even that, but you know him already. You know his strength,
yep.
his weakness. If he's an attacker, if he's a counter, if he's a runner, then it's like it's not you're not getting stimulated no more. It's like same thing all the time. But go to different gyms with different guys who might have a good offense. This guy has a good defense. This guy knows how to use the jab. This guy knows how to
Yep.
counter. It's like give me difference. I need different
Yeah.
stuff. Give it to me, and
Feed
that's what makes
me.
you better. Yeah,
Feed me. Makes it fun.
I learned the hard way. I learned. I got better by getting beat up. If that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
plenty of
So
days I go to the job site with black eyes and they're like, "What happened?" I'm
yeah,
like, guys, my first job, I'm a fighter.
right,
So,
right. No, I used to live around the block from the Morris Park Boxing Club in the Bronx, and I was like the second kickboxer to actually go to a real boxing gym to train with Louis Fat Boy Ruiz, who's a three-time world
yes.
kickboxing champion, we had Louis Resto as a trainer there, and a bunch of other guys. And I used to live around the corner, and I would call literally the minute I get off the gym, I would call my girlfriend at the time, my baby mom's. So listen, fill up that hot tub. Give me some Advil. I'm on my
Yep.
way.
I need some ice, some Tiger Balm.
Right, all right. The red one, not the white
Yes.
one, the red one,
Nope.
the
It's got
extra
to be the red
strength.
one.
So Rick, answer this for me real quick. So as we talked to Travis and Joey, I think it was a couple weeks ago, we had an interview with them. So when you guys get call outs, being friendly with some of the bare knuckle fights, some of you hate each other, some of you just want to go at it right there and then and now. If you had somebody to call out besides Travis, hopefully that's going to be a real good fight. So who would you call out that you want after that fight?
Honestly, I don't feel like I'm in a position to call anybody out right now.
Okay.
Smart.
If I'd beat Abby, then I could say something. I mean, I could run my mouth to a bunch of people right now, but as far as an actual call out, my goal is just to fight whoever's got the belt.
I like it.
You
Right.
know, who at the end of the day, there's nobody that I dislike in our division. There's nobody I dislike in BKFC. Hold on, I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, really nobody I dislike. I mean, a lot of people don't like Johnny, but Johnny's got a nice style. I mean, he can scrap. Can he still make the weight? We're gonna find out soon. Uh,
Yeah.
Right.
I know he's looking for the money fights, and BKFC's moving up to start offering those money fights, man. I mean, shit, they just offered Tyson 20 million to come fight.
20 minutes. Right. Right.
And
Yeah,
we don't
so
know anything about that yet. So hope they're
no,
saying he might
he
fight soon. So we don't know.
I know
So
that Briggs is wanting to fight somebody, boy. Shannon the Cannon looking like a monster right now at 48 years
Yeah, he
old.
does.
Shannon's my
He
boy.
does.
Shannon's my boy. I know him out here.
He
Let's
does.
go,
Shannon's a
champ.
real cool guy.
Now,
Yeah, I know
if
where he
he
works out and stuff. So
if he pulls that
He looks.
Tyson card though, I
Yeah.
don't know if
He
he's gonna take that
he
W
look.
home.
He looks better now than when he used to box back in the day. Ain't that
Yes,
don't say
crazy?
that. Don't say that
bro.
to
I
him, man.
hope I look like that at 40 something. I hope I look that good.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, Jesus.
So How you feel comfortable now, right now, as the way your training's going and coming into your fight in 2 weeks? You feel
Oh
ready,
yes.
ready to knock somebody down?
Oh yeah. We my gym got shut down during COVID, but we're little rebels and we decided to train at the house and stuff and do what we had to do. So training hasn't really went down any. I got the call and they was like, "Hey, you want to fight?"
Yeah,
I said,
exactly.
"Yeah."
I mean,
So we started going. We got back in training heavy. I'm ready to ride. My weight's looking great. We're fighting at 140. I'm 15 over right now, and I just ate uh chicken Alfredo, and I'm still sitting at 15 over. So
right.
um, weight is like keep knocking off 5 pounds a week, then have 5 pounds of water to cut at the end, and just get out there and put on 10 minutes of a show. It's
Yeah.
when Travis and I were talking junk to each other, I told him I was going to be the first man to put him on his canvas and put him on the canvas, and that's still my goal. But at the end of the day, the main goal is get my hand raised. So,
Right.
eh,
Right.
you know, we got a little different game plan than we had with Abby. And as long as I can stick to it and do what the coaches ask of me, then I feel 100% confident that I come out with a victory. I just got to do what the
Nice.
coaches ask me to do.
Right. Right. Right.
Love your attitude, man. Love your attitude.
The only
So
tough part about it is going to be we only get one corner right now and no fans, which I'm excited about the no fans because watching the UFC with no fans is cool, but those cats still got gloves on. Imagine what
Right.
no fans is going to sound like with no gloves on. I just
I
can't
know you could hear
wait to watch the replay.
you,
yeah,
you're
you
gonna
can
hear
hear
everything.
Yes,
You're gonna
yeah.
hear everything. You know.
but
I was
we're
gonna
we're
talk to
only
you.
allowed one corner, and so that's gonna be kind of tough. I got
Hmm.
2 3 people I really like. I like to hear because they all have different opinions and different key points that they focus on during the fight to tell me to do. So I guess we're gonna figure out something. Hopefully the Wi-Fi signal in there will be good or the cell signal will be good so we can do like some FaceTiming and have other people with me in the corner.
Right.
So before we get you off the show, appreciate you being on here, but I got one good question to ask you.
Yes, sir.
What is it like? It's about the fans. Not having the fans in there. Do you feel not having the fans in the stands affecting the noise and stuff that helps you guys get riled up in the fight, or you guys block that out when you're fighting? You
I
don't even
always
hear
get
this.
booed. I always get booed because I'm
so
always
so you
fighting
don't
the
care.
hometown guy.
So you don't care about the fans, and you know what? Screw the fan.
Yeah. Now, like if I'm the hometown guy, when I fought in Roanoke, man, it was oh my goodness, because most of my Miami titles and stuff were won out of Virginia. So we didn't. West Virginia wasn't really big on the MMA. That all they had was that rough and rowdy stuff, and they
Wow.
wouldn't let me fight in it anymore. So the most of my titles were won in Virginia. So when I got to fight pro boxing in Virginia, I had a huge fan base. I probably a third of the crowd was my fans. So that was really
Nice.
epic to hear. And it really, I mean, even the walkout pictures, you can see I'm just super happy and like bubbly about it
Mhm.
because it's
Mhm.
cool. Everybody's like, oh, let's go, Rick, instead of F you, Rick, F you, Rick.
Right. Right.
So,
Right. Right.
You're gonna hear a lot of
Yeah.
that.
oh,
It
yeah.
motivates
And
you. It motivates you hitting the crowd, chanting, screaming your name. And more, I mean, you could be calm as hell, you could be excited as hell, but when you hear that, that's like a cloud nine, man. It's like a whole different
yep,
level.
it makes you feel, you feel important.
It
And
does. It does.
that's all it is about this. I do this because it's fun and get a little bit of recognition, man.
Yeah,
Let my kids know that even at 32 years old, you can still chase a dream.
that's
And
right. That's right.
just, I mean, I get paid to travel the world and punch people in the face. How much more fun can life be?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Well, what more can you want?
you ain't coming in Arizona and punching my face. I gotta keep this thing pretty, man.
Oh, no, no, no. We'll chat and have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I almost made Travis mad that one time during the interview. He was like, "What?" Because I was talking about his beard. He likes that beard of his. So
Yep. Have, hopefully it works. Hopefully it don't work in his favor for some cushion.
Right,
And
right.
that's what I was thinking. It's mostly because the beard is there. You got the extra cushion. It's like I thought when you fight you have to shave, but I take it bare knuckle is a different
Yep.
sport. You don't have to shave. So
Boxing, they most of the time in boxing, especially the Amis, they'll make the Amis shave, period, because the
Mm-hmm,
rough,
mm-hmm,
they say that the rough beard and the like the scruffle and stuff can mess up the gloves,
mm-hmm.
and in doing that, then it, if you got padding starting to come out of gloves or the leather starting to peel off and it getting your eye or something, then it's unfair advantage, I reckon. But like UFC, even the amateur cage fights and stuff around here, they don't care as long as
Right,
your
right,
fingernails and toenails are trimmed, they're fine.
right, right, right. That
And
is
don't
true.
bite, don't bite.
Yeah, don't bite, don't bite.
knuckle up.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So, do you have anything you have to say to your coaches, sponsors,
Oh yeah.
family, fans?
First and foremost, thank you, God, for letting me be here another day to do this and for being an influence to the children and the city and my children. Thank you guys for having me on the show. Run down the sponsors real quick. Thank you, BKFC, for giving me a contract and letting me keep putting on and enjoying life. Uh, Valley Country Restaurant in Princeton. They always keep my Princeton Bluefield area. They always keep my breakfast on point. Rail Yard. They always got my lunch and dinner on point. They also have the Clover Club up there. Evolution Fitness. They keep me in shape in the mornings. Advantage Martial Arts in the evenings. I'm missing one. I know I'm missing somebody. Rick's R&R. Of course, I support myself with my own business. Um, Got a couple of more that's looking to jump on. Hats and more, sauced and loaded. You guys rock. Appreciate y'all. Wolfman Tattoo. Appreciate y'all. Geek Gorilla TV. Appreciate y'all. Collector's Trap House. Appreciate y'all. And we'll call it on that one.
All right,
But
man. We really appreciate you
Sounds
being on
great,
the
Greg.
Floor
Sounds
podcast.
great.
thank you guys,
So,
man. Y'all have a great
we'll be
evening. And
watching
when
you.
y'all get Cowboy on, tell them I said what's up.
All right,
You
we
got
will,
it.
man. All right, have a good one, bro.
Y'all too.
All right, guys.
That was
That was Rick.
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was Rick telling it like it is. He's looks like he's got a fight coming on the 26th of June, and it looks like he might be fighting Travis Thompson. That's going to be an awesome fight. You guys be ready if that's going to be a matchup. So this is my first show of part one. I'll be right back. This is full broadcast 24/7 sports news, live interviews. See you in a second. Have a good day.